Hello everyone, welcome to Teaching and Learning Hub. Today we are going to learn about punctuation marks. Let me discuss what are punctuation marks. The definition is set of marks used in writing to clarify the meaning. These are set of marks which we use in writing to convey the meaning clearly to the reader. Let's learn what are these marks. Number one, period, or we call it full stop, and the sign you can see here is this, the round small dot. The second is question mark, and the sign for this is this one. Comma, the sign is in front of it. Colon, two dot vertically. Semicolon, you can see the sign. Exclamation mark, you can see the sign. Apostrophe, that is the sign is in front of it. Ellipses, these are three dots. Hyphen, a small dash. Quotation mark, you can see the speech marks in front of it. Slash, then round brackets. So these are 12 punctuation marks which we use in writing to clarify our meanings to the reader. Number one is period or full stop. It is used at the end of a declarative sentence and show that sentence is finished. We use at the end of our declarative sentence and it means that the sentence is completed or finished. It means we are stopping at that point. Examples are the monkey is on the tree. Now you can see here the sentence is completed and I have used full stop over here. An active little boy played well in football match. Now the sentence is completed and I have used full stop or a period at the end of a sentence. Bina wants to buy new clothes and shoes. Full stop. Period is also used in abbreviations and numbers. For example, approximately, the abbreviation for that is approx. Then we use dot at the end of that, maximum, minimum, etc. And then you can see that we use abbreviation, full stop or period in numbers as well, like 1.6 percentage, 2.5 centimeter, etc. The second is question mark. Why we use question mark? We use question mark to end a direct question. When we ask something in a statement, we use question mark at the end and we pose that question to the reader we or to the person whom we want to ask something. Examples are, do you like activity-based learning? Someone is asking someone that, do you like activity-based learning? So there is a question mark. What are symptoms of COVID-19? Question mark. Then who wins the argument? Question mark. You can see here that at the end of every statement, these are not declarative sentences, these are interrogative sentences, and I have used a question mark at the end of statement which shows that this is a question. Comma. Comma is used to separate items in series. There are many other uses of commas. Let me discuss those uses as well. First of all, basically the comma is used to separate items in the series. The other uses are when to use comma. Number one, separate modifying adjectives. The examples are students were energetic, comma, active and confident. After introductory words or phrases, yes, then comma, everything is fine. With dates and address, it was built on 6th August, comma, 1987. When to use comma, separate series of words, I want to buy candles, comma, cake and juices. To separate a statement from tag questions, let's play another game, comma, should we? When to use comma directly addressing someone, Peter, comma, would you like to go? At the salutation and closing of a letter, dear Bina, comma, then at the end of the letter, regards or best wishes, you will use comma with. Now the next is what is the importance of comma or the punctuation marks. Now the example is let's eat grandma. Can you eat your grandma? No, you cannot eat your grandma. That is just a flesh and you cannot eat. So there is need of punctuation mark, that is let's eat, comma, which shows a pause, grandma. It means that you are calling your grandma. Let's eat grandma means please come grandma, let we eat together. I hope you have understood with this example. Let me give you one more example. Now let me give you more examples to tell the importance of comma. You can see a statement, a woman without her man is nothing. There is no comma and it is not telling what does this statement mean. So what we will do, I'll place a comma at different place and then you can see that by changing the position of comma, the meaning of the statement would be changed. Let me start with the first one. A woman without her man, comma, is nothing. What does it mean? That woman is dependent on man and without her man, woman is nothing. A woman without her man is nothing. So now you can see this is giving a clear example or a clear meaning. A woman without her man is nothing. She is dependent on that and she has to work with him and she is nothing without him. Now I can show you more meaning with the same statement by putting comma at different place. A woman without her man is nothing. Now you can see here that I have put comma, I have changed the place of comma and I have put it after her. Now the meaning of the statement is changed. A woman without her man is nothing. In this statement it shows that man is dependent on woman and he could not do anything without the support of woman. So you can see here in this example by changing the place of comma the meaning of the statement is changed. Now statement is the same as we have discussed. Next is colon. These are two dots, and why we use colon? We use colon to introduce a list. Examples are on field trip, teacher instructed students to bring a notepad, a camera, and a pen. You can see here I have used colon over here. Now here are my mother's favorite foods, then colon. List of the food is here, noodles, fried chicken, and pasta. So I have used colon to separate the items. Next is semicolon. What is semicolon? We use semicolon to join two independent clauses. For example, let's go to the park. It's only place where I feel relaxed. Now these two are the independent clauses, but to join these two clauses, what I have done, I have used semicolon over here. I drank tea, semicolon. Peter drank lemonade. I hope the use of semicolon is clear to you, that we use semicolon to join two independent clauses. Next is exclamation mark. Why we use exclamation mark? We use exclamation mark to show emotion, sudden feelings or reactions, sad, happy feelings, etc. The examples are, oh wow, what a beautiful view. You did a great job. Hurrah, we won the match. Alas, he hurt himself. Oh, you have not seen email? Now you can see in these examples that, oh wow, I have used exclamation mark. Then after telling that someone has done a great job, I have put exclamation mark. Hurrah, to tell the feeling of happiness. Alas, to tell the feeling of sadness. And oh, you have not seen email, it's a sad feeling. So what does it mean to express the feeling, to tell something is more important? We use exclamation mark. Next is apostrophe. Why we use apostrophe? We use apostrophe for two purposes. The first one is to show contraction of words. For example, are not is the full word, but I have omitted O. So what I have used in place of O, I have used apostrophe aren't. I am is the full word am. He is or he has is the full word, so I have omitted some words, letters, and I have used apostrophe. He would, he would. So used, the second purpose is to use to show possession. Someone is possessing something, so we will use apostrophe to show that possession. For example, the pen belongs to Tom, so the Tom's pen. The bag belongs to Myra, Myra's bag. The picture belong to my friend's picture. Okay, so book belong to a teacher, my teacher's book. So we use apostrophe to show possession, and it comes before s in possession to show possession of someone. But if something is in plural, for example, students, then we will use apostrophe after s. Students books. If someone's name is ending with s, for example Sundas, Sundas after s apostrophe and then book. Ellipsis is the next punctuation mark that is just the three dot. And why we use ellipsis? We use ellipsis to demonstrate omitted material in quotes. Now what we do, we omit some material in the paragraph, or we take one line from paragraph and then we omit two three lines, and then we want to add fourth line. So what we will do, we will write first line, then three dots, and then the fourth line. It shows that some text is omitted. Example you can see here. Let me read the first paragraph. That is, what a beautiful lake, full of greenery, flowers, fish, and colorful boats. It's an eye-catching view. Now there is lots of information, but I want to add this first line and the last line. So what I have done, what a beautiful lake. Then I have omitted the text and I have used three dots. It's an eye-catching view. It shows that I have used ellipsis to show to indicate that I have omitted some text. The next one is hyphen. Why we use hyphen? We use hyphen to join words together to show that they have a combined meaning. For example, 5 minutes, you can see here the hyphen sign. Good looking, cooperation, postmortem. We have used hyphen sign to combine these two words like 5 in minute, like good and looking, etc. Quotation marks, the sign is speech marks. You can see that, and why we use to show someone else has said this, means to tell a reader that someone else has quoted this statement. Examples are, for example, Amber said I will be back soon. You can see here I have used quotation marks. John said I am an amazing artist. Slash. Slash, the sign you can see here, this is the sign, and why we use to separate letters, numbers, and the words. And examples are, is Ria a mother child? question mark, please proofread or rewrite the report. So you can see here that I have separated two letters and separated two letters in the words or words in the exam. Round bracket, you can see here the sign round bracket, and why we use to add extra information to a text. For example, he. Now he explained them in detail, but we want to add some extra detail in that. That is he, the teacher. The person who is explaining them is a teacher. That is an extra information I have added in that with the help of round bracket. And this is all. Thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe my channel. Click on the bell icon for more updates. Allah Hafiz.